Hello everyone! Happy Ugadi! Cheers! And welcome to my channel Saathvik Poondla Reading with Fluency. Today we are reading Horse Chapter 3. We are going to start reading. Okay, here's the chapter 3. We are going to start reading. Okay. Stanley Yelnats was only the passenger on the bus, not counting the driver or the guard. The guard sat next to the driver with his seat turning around, facing Stanley. A rifle lay on his lap. Stanley was sitting about 10 rows handcuffed to his armrest. His backpack lay on the seat next to him. It contained his toothbrush, a toothpaste, a box of stationery his mother had given to him. He promised to write her at least once a week. I don't like 3 people. I don't like myself on the bus. I like a lot of people on the bus. He looked out the window, although there wasn't much to see. Mostly fields of hay and cotton. He was on a long bus ride to nowhere. The bus was air conditioned, the hot, heavy, sipping handcuffs. Stanley and his parents had tried to pretend that he was just going away to camp for a while, just like rich kids do. When Stanley was younger, he used to play with stuffed animals. Then they would pretend they were at the camp. When I was younger, I used to play with toy cars and toy buses. Camp fun and games, he called. Sometimes he'd have them to play soccer with a marble. Other times they'd run an obstacle course or go bungee jumping off a table tied to broken rubber bands. Now Stanley tried to pretend he was going to camp fun and games. Maybe he made some friends, he thought. At least he'd get to swim in the lake. He did not have any friends at home. He was overweight, that's a fact. And the kids at his middle school often teased him of his size. We're going to tease like Stanley, like the kids at school. Let's tease. That is called teasing. And about his teachers made cruel comments without realizing. On his last day of school, his math teacher, Miss Bell, taught ratios. As an example, she chooses the heaviest kid in the class, the lightest kid in the class, and had them weigh themselves. Stanley weighed 3 times much the other boy. Miss Bell wrote the ratio on the board, 3-1, unaware how she embarrassed had caused them. Stanley was arrested later that day. She looked at the guard who slumped his seat, wondered if he'd fallen asleep. The guard wore sunglasses. He couldn't see his eyes. Stanley was not a bad kid. He convicted crime. He'd just been in the wrong place in the wrong time. It was all because of no good, dirty, rotten, pig-stealing great-great-grandfather. He smiled. It was a family joke. Whenever anything went wrong, they always blamed Stanley's no good, dirty, rotten, pig stealing great-great-grandfather. Supposedly, he had a great-great-grandfather who had stolen a pig from one gypsy, her singing to him. If only the woodpecker sings the bark on the tree, little lonely moon. If only he had never his bad luck, cursing his dirty, rotten, big stealing great-great-grandfather. Stanley's father was a lot of performance preservations. Then he was having sleep in inventor. He recycles old sneakers. Stanley's father, also named Stanley Yelnats. Was Stanley Yelnats his dad? I think it's his dad. He is hopeful that he will be crushed. Was first Stanley's great-grandfather had made the fortune in the stock market. Couldn't have been too unlucky. As such, he neglected bad luck. But we felt the first Stanley Yelnats. He was losing his entire fortune when he was moving from California to New York, and Sachar, robbing by kissing Kate Barlow, was instead rubber. And if only he would recycle old sneakers. And the last chapter. And then her kissing Kate Barlow did not kiss Stanley's great-grandfather. They were really cool. Men she killed was welcome to Gary Green, like the driver said. Anything was green. His great-grandfather robbed by kissing Kate Barlow. True in the California guard grunted. Hey, what did I tell you? Don't be a wise guy. Follow me. And hardly was green. Okay, thanks for watching for everyone. Have a great day, and thank you so much for reading the holes. See you next time.